Just as household budgets have blown up, so too has the federal government's budget. The war in the Middle East has put a real spanner in the works. And for what was looking to be a budget of reform and restraint, is now looking to be a budget of crisis management and increased need for cost of living relief. You may not know, but it takes months and months of planning and effort to bring a budget together. And up until 5 weeks ago, the Treasurer would have been pretty happy with how things were going. And then, boom, quite literally, it's all blown up. As a government MP said to me, it's just as if the Treasurer would have taken all the work he had done to date and thrown it in the bin and has had to start again. I say that metaphorically speaking, of course. The government were already under pressure in terms of to restrain and keep spending under control. Now they're focused with having to offer increased spending, particularly in the area of cost of living relief. And we've seen their big first commitment, that being a $2.5 billion cut in fuel excise, which is only temporary though, and for 3 months. So if this war continues, who knows what else the government may have to do. The government faced though a number of budgetary challenges, and so the last thing they needed was this external event basically impacting upon their plans. Did you know, for instance, that in the portfolios of health, aged care and disability, they alone account for 1 in every $3 of government spending? That's huge. And let me give you a specific example. The NDIS alone, a government program that only became truly national in 2020, now accounts for between $50 and $55 billion of spending, 8 to 9% of the federal budget alone. It is already bigger than Medicare, and Medicare started in 1984. These are the challenges that the government face, and the community is under pressure. Interest rates, cost of living, prices at the grocery checkout. They expect the government to be responsive, and that's what the government is seeking to do. The issue though is, come the budget, all these things around cost of living relief, whether it's fuel rebates or other measures, are going to have to be paid for. It has just made the government spending challenge that much more harder. At the end of the day, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Hope you all have a great Easter, and I'll see you next time.